Welcome back, guys. Now in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to create a carousel image, which is simply known as a slider image. All right, so I will just use a basic, just a very simple slider image. Okay, so now I'll create a new file. Now call it carousel. Carousel.html. All right, so inside it I'll just have to copy all this, come here to the carousel and paste them. Okay, so okay, now say I want to create a carousel, right? A slider image. Okay, so after creating this slider image, I'll also be using it to create a project. Okay, all right. So what is a carousel, right? A carousel is a component for cycling through elements, right? Like a slider show. All right, you can also call it a slider show, where I don't know if you visited any website where you'll be seeing different pictures at the landing page. You just be seeing different picture coming up on the site, that like a slider show. That is what carousel does. That is what carousel is being used for. All right, so now without wasting much time, we have our root div, which is the container. So we'll create another div, and give it a class of say my carousel. All right, my carousel. So okay, sorry, this should be an ID, not a class. This should be an ID, my carousel, and we'll give it a class. We'll give it a class of carousel slide. All right, give it a class of carousel slide and a data ride. Of carousel. Right? So having done this, now we will now come here and create an indicator. Okay, we will create an indicator. All right, so after creating an indicator, we create ordered list. Create an ordered list. We'll give it a class. We'll give it a class of carousel indicator. Carousel indicators. Okay, so inside this we have a list. And the list will give it a data target. data what give it a data target of my carousel. Alright, data target of my carousel and data slide. Give data slide to data slide to 0. Alright, so I'll give it a class active. Okay, so I think I might just copy this all this, just copy this, paste here, paste here, paste here. So I have 4. So this is 1, this is 0. We'll make this 1, make this 2, I'll make this 3. Alright, so after that is done, now we'll now create the wallpaper. Okay, or the wrapper for slides, Alright, so give this a div class of carousel. Okay, give the class of carousel inner. Okay, and a row of list box. Alright, create a div, give this a class of item, give it a class of item active. If it's a class of item active, then use the image tag src, go to the img folder, bring out an image. Okay, and then so come here, also give this. Okay, I'll just copy, let me just copy this, Ctrl C, paste here, I should be paste here for, so here, okay, here this is the first one. So here we'll now come and choose another image. Okay, come here, also choose another image. Come here and also choose another image. Okay, so I haven't done all this. The next thing we are going to do now is to the next thing we'll do here now is we'll do the left and right controls. Alright, do the left and right control, give this an anchor tag and a class of left class of left carousel control. It is a left carousel control. A href, give it a href of carousel, and give it a role of button. Give it a row button and a data slide. A data slide of prev, which is for previous. Okay, so inside of this we have a span. We have a span, and the span will give it a class of span. Will give it a class of glyphicon. Give it a class of glyphicon chevron. Glyphicon chevron left. Okay, then area hidden, give it true. Area hidden true. Alright, so create another span and give it a class of SR only. Okay, give it a class of SR only. So we have previous. Okay, so I'll just copy this, paste it right here. So here we'll have right. Here we'll have right, and data slide. Just slide here we have next. Okay, we have next, and we have here we have right. We have right here, still hidden. Then here we have next. Right, so let's see how this looks like. Okay, just wait and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is how Carousel look like. Right, this is how it looks like. Okay, so now having done all this, we've come to the end of the tutorial for Bootstrap 5. For you to know more features on Bootstrap 5, more exciting features on Bootstrap 5, you visit you go to w3school.com. There you can get so many other nice features of Bootstrap 5. Okay, so now in the next tutorial, we'll be diving straight into JavaScript, where we can make so many exciting things with JavaScript on our site. Alright, so see you in the next tutorial.